Hello and welcome to this CrazyTalk Animator 2 video tutorial on how to customize some of the presentation templates in the new G2 Power Tools content pack. So in this tutorial, we're going to show you how to use some of these presentation templates in your slides or your presentations, your PowerPoints or your keynotes. So inside, we're going to find that we have several pre-made animation templates like this. And we're going to show you how to customize some of these templates to use in your own presentations. So we have 4 categories. We have opening, ending, fear and wonder, and we have take action and goal achievement. So we're going to show you the basics on how to customize some of these projects for your presentations. So let me move out of here. And I'm going to show you where you can actually acquire these presentation templates. These are part of the new Mega Presenter pack. This is a G2 Power Tools pack for CrazyTalk Animator that contains a lot of characters and special effects for presentations. So inside you'll find this bonus pack that contains these templates. So if I go into CrazyTalk Animator 2, you'll see that I have my projects inside. Okay. So these projects have been designed for you to easily customize to your own company text, your logos, or even your animations without having to draw or create them from scratch. So the first thing I'm going to show you here is how to customize this one. This is a quick presentation. You'll see this quick animation for any presentation of a character walking inside a door, through a door. So if we wish to work with this and if we wish to customize our character, we can do this. First of all, let me get rid of this white background. And then I'm going to play this back. And I'm going to stop here. I'm going to select my character. Now this project here brings this Walter character by default. But you can obviously change it. So if you go to Actor and you go into your own Customs folder and you've created your own character, you simply can swap that out without having to worry, without having to lose the animation or having to start from scratch. Now, this is one of the really cool things of CrazyTalk Animator, that you can use one of the project that you've already made, and it's as simple as replacing the character by double-clicking on it or drag and dropping. Now, that is very cool. So after this, what can I do? Well, if I don't want that white background, obviously, I could change that background to, let's say, black, just so that it blends in with the edge of my character. And then I can select both the opening prop door and my character, and I can go to Render, Quick Capture, Animated GIF, and we can export this as transparent. I can leave the quality max, image quality at max here, and I can choose transparent, and just double check that this ends at 213. So yeah, that's the range I want, and I only want it to loop once. Now check this out. I can export this, and CrazyTalk will quickly capture this animated GIF and save it to my desktop. And once it's on my desktop on my Mac computer, I can drag and drop this into Keynote or a PowerPoint presentation. So give me a second as it finished loading, and we're going to find this file in the desktop. So as I explained in the previous tutorials, when you're working with a Windows environment and when you're working with Mac, they're a bit different, okay? With Windows, I can simply capture this, and CrazyTalk will save this animated GIF into my clipboard. Then if I open my PowerPoint, I can simply Control-V or copy-paste it, and you'll see the animation. But if I'm working with a Mac environment, and I simply copy to the clipboard, I will not be copying the animation. It'll only be the static prop, the character. So what I have to do is basically go to my desktop, because CrazyTalk will save that animated GIF automatically onto your desktop. And then it's just a matter of opening your Keynote presentation and dropping in your character, your GIF animated GIF. So I can drag and drop this inside. I can arrange it. And now I have my very own character presentation to welcome my audience in my next slide. And if I wish for this not to loop, I can simply make sure it's selected, click on Do Not Loop, and then Start Movie on Click. So I can go to play, and then, hello everyone, welcome to my presentation, yada, yada, yada. And when I click on it, my character will appear. Okay, now that's very neat. And obviously, you can customize your own characters and create your own to welcome your audience. So let's move along. Let's see, what else can we do? I'm going to Command N. Remember, I'm using the Mac version here. Command N, and we're going to start from scratch. There is another project I like to show you. It's a very cool one because it has the text here. See, we have a project for finishing. This project where has this text and it finishes, and I have one to get started. So if I double click on this, we'll see that project inside. It says here, pan camera so that the text is outside of the safe area to the left. So what do we mean by here? I'll show you. If I click on play, you'll see that the character starts moving my text to the side. And obviously, we can imagine that's going to end up over here on the right. So I'm going to pause this, and I'm going to move the time script all the way to the end where we have this red marker. Okay, and then I'm going to press X to control the camera pan option here. And I'm going to move my project to make sure it's right in the center of my safe area, that blue rectangle there. Okay, so then what happens? If I stop my project and I play back, or I drag the time scrub, he'll basically slowly be pushing my title into the center of the screen. Then I just want to get rid of this image layer here. So this is easy. I go to Scene Manager, because inside we can see everything from the actors, the props, the text bubble, everything, right? So this image layer is the one we want to get rid of. So I just unclick the show function, and we're good. That's good. It works pretty well right there. Okay, and I can customize this. So this is one of the cool new features with CrazyTalk, because I don't have to redo this text or anything. The animation is done. I can simply double click on that, and this text editor will open. And down here where it says title, I can type welcome. Let's say capital. Give me a second. Let's say welcome. Exclamation. Back, and let's see what it looks like. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's say maybe I can increase the size a bit, see what it looks like. Maybe it's too big. Yeah, it's a little too big. Let's keep it at 72. So welcome. And then we can double click on the bottom one, the subtitle, and we can change this. Let's say something, welcome to the 5th Annual Awards. Right about there. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, that looks pretty good. I kind of like that. So if I play this back, you'll see what it looks like. And he's taking his sweet little time and pushing that title all the way to the end. So this all the way to the center of the screen here. So obviously this is a little cute animation that you can use as an entry, a long entry to one of your slides. Now what I would like to show you here is that this character has several animations, and I want to customize one of these animations right at the end. So right here when he finishes pushing, he turns towards his left. I want to get rid of that action. Okay, he finishes pushing towards his left. I want to get rid of that action, and I want to customize it. I want him to face forward, and I want him to wave at the audience. So what we're going to do is go to the timeline with F3. I'm going to select my character, Walter, he's selected there, and 3D motions. And inside I will be able to see the motion clips that he is performing. And right about there, see, we've got this push inside. Let me move this to the side a little. About there, yeah. So he's pushing inside, and then he gets up, and then he pushes inside, turn left. So I want to get rid of this motion clip. So let's do this. I'm going to select it, right click, and delete. Okay. And I'm going to, and then this motion clip here, I will flatten motion clip because I want my character to not move after that. I think I need to flatten it. If not, we can just leave it like that. So we're good. He faces forward. And now I want to drop in another animation. We want to customize this. So I'll go into the Content Manager, and I'll go to Perform, and there's a wave mail down at the bottom that I like to use, this 3D motion, and I can apply this right there. Now, because originally he had a different angle, for some reason he's turning at this point here. But this is easy to fix. What I want to do then is that right at this point, right at that point there, when he's about to turn, I want the angle to be facing forward. So I'm going to open the 3D Motion Key Editor. This will open the panel, and then I can move the slider to have him face forward. Okay? So he's pushing, facing forward, and then he says hello. Now notice that there's a slight little jerk between these two, okay, because they're in different positions. But I can fix that. CrazyTalk, the motion clips in CrazyTalk, they have a little buffer area in the beginning. See this little edge here? Okay, these motion clips, just like an iClone. So I can drag that buffer area and extend it just like that, and I can bring this together. So why am I extending it? It's basically, I'm telling the software, I want you to slowly start transitioning between this motion and this motion during that buffer area. So let's see what it looks like. Play. And he says hello. Not bad, okay? So now we just learned how to customize the text and how to modify some of the animations inside. So pretty neat stuff. The other one I'd like to show you is a bit more advanced. Let me Command N. Remember, I'm on the Mac version here. In the Windows version, you want to do Control N to open a new project. So I'm going to go to Projects here, and this time around, let's go down to Goal and Achievements. No, that's not it. Fear and Wonder. There's one where we have a police. No, here, this one. This Contact Me. Okay, so I'm going to double click on this, and I want us to use this project. It's going to say, contact me, 1-800-Reallusion. So let's say, for example, that you own a private security company, and you want your customers to contact you. And I want to change this character to wear a private security uniform. Now, there's a little trick to this. Basically, the character, the face of the character, and the arms and the torso, they're different components. They're not just one character. We had to do this for this special example. I'll show you. Okay. Here we have actor. We have two actors. Okay. We have Walter and then Walter 0. So what is the difference? I'll show you. If I uncheck Walter and we only see Walter 0, you're going to see that our character here, let me try to get a black background so we can see this better. Our character here has no torso, the Walter 01, okay? And if I uncheck that and then I check the Walter, you'll see that we have a torso. So why is this happening? Why did we do this? Well, you can guess why. We want the arms to be in front of the billboard, but we want the torso to be in the back. So if we go to the 3D viewer and I open inside, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. See? We have the face and the arms, the hands, in front with the billboard, but we have the torso in the back. So it can give us that little effect. So it's fairly easy if I want to customize, his clothing. What I'm going to do is I am going to first select my character. I'll select the first Walter, and I'm going to take him into the character composer in the back. Character composer is basically like the backstage where I can do anything with the clothing and accessories. So I'm going to go to the content manager. I'm going to go to body, upper body. Remember, we want to change his clothing. And we have one of these packs, body composer 2. Aha, here we go. We have a policeman uniform. So I can double check on this. And now my Walter will have the torso and the arms of that police officer. And then I just select the torso and delete that. We want to get rid of that torso. Right? Just like that. So then once we're ready, we go back to stage and we update him. So now we see the arms. But we still have to work on that torso that's in the back. Remember, the one that's called Walter. So we're going to select Walter and bring that torso into the character composer. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go to body, upper, select the police uniform. And obviously, when we have the arms here, we will be deleting the arms because we don't need that. We only need the torso of this uniform. So just like that, just delete, select and delete. Then I can update to stage. And I have my very nice animation. You see that? Now that's pretty cool. And then obviously we know how to work with the text. You can say contact us at 1-800-SECURITY. And now you have your own little animation that you can use in your next presentation for your customers. And I can export this if I go to Quick Capture and Render. Okay, pretty cool stuff. The last part I'd like to show you is how to customize another project with your own company logo. So let me Control N this. We're going to start from scratch, and I'll go to Project. And inside in Fear and Wonder, I think we have a project here right there where this character is chasing money. Okay, so this money prop is basically a static prop that has different sprites inside, and it gives the illusion as if that bill is flapping around. So what I'd like to do is I want to select this prop, and I'm going to take it back into the prop composer, which is the backstage for props. Again, remember, this is not a character, it's a prop. So that's why Character Composer is grayed out, and we go to the prop composer. And if I double click on it, this will automatically open the sprite editor. And inside, hold up, inside you can see all the different sprites that are giving, simulating that flapping motion, because CrazyTalk is basically replacing all these sprites automatically inside. So I just have to select the first one and press delete on my keyboard. Give me a second. Select one of these and delete, and we're going to get rid of all of them. And I want to replace that sprite. I'm going to go down here, add new sprite, and I will look for my own sprite, my own image, so I can use my company logo. So let me go into my folder. I hope I can find my folder. And here we go. Reallusion Avatar PNG. I wish to use the Reallusion logo here. And that looks pretty good. Okay, maybe I could make it smaller. And this is a PNG, so we're going to have a nice little effect. And I can go back to stage. And then again, if I want a black background, I can do this. And I can play this back. And now I have my character chasing after Reallusion. So at the end, we can select both the character and the prop, go to Render, Quick Capture, Animated GIF. I can also do this with function F8 on a Mac or just F8 in Windows. I can choose Transparent. And hold up, let me double check. The end of this looping animation is 31, so yes, animation 31. And I wish to loop it forever. So then I could export this, and we already know what's going to happen. In the Mac version, CrazyTalk is going to save this animated GIF onto the desktop. And then it's just a matter of opening my Keynote presentation, like this one here, and then bringing in, hold up, my animated GIF. So you can replace that icon with the image or the logo of your company and have your customers follow in your vision. Hold up, this is not playing. Now it's playing. So if I go to, so obviously, again, remember we select this. I want it to loop forever and start on click. And there we go. Now we have our own little customized animation with our company logo inside. Great. So that's it for this tutorial. We hope you like this. Again, this is a mini series of tutorials for business presentations, slide demos, Keynote, PowerPoint. So we're showing you how to do special effects and how to quickly capture and paste. So we hope you enjoy this, and yeah, watch the rest. Thank you again.